Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out about last Wednesday in the Root. I will leave the link to this article in the description box. This is a woman that claimed a Black woman sprayed her in the face with acid, and come to find out she did this herself. Let me just fill the white community in on something, because you had another chick a few years ago that acid attacked herself and tried to say a Black woman did it. And then on top of that, talking about some hey pretty woman. Trust me, Black women ain't walking up to white women talking about some hey pretty woman. Okay, that was her first mistake. We don't do acid attacks. Okay, this ain't Pakistan, India, or the Arab world. Black people don't do acid attacks. Okay, so as soon as y'all start whipping out the acid and throwing it on yourselves and screaming Black people, it just don't add up, y'all. We've been here right along with you 5 centuries, even longer. And there's no strong history of us doing acid attacks. It's not our thing. So you might want to try something else. Stay away from the acid. So she's disfigured her own face. I hope she's in agony for trying to blame it on someone Black. A poor defenseless lady suffers horrific facial injuries when someone sprayed her face with acid during a brutal attack. Law enforcement officers immediately began the manhunt for the suspect, described by the victim as a Black woman in her mid-40s. Oh my God, not believable, y'all. Not believable. When police ultimately apprehended the suspect, the culprit turned out to be very familiar. It turns out the lying ass woman had done it to herself. White people, when you commit crimes or do something dumb like this woman, don't blame your crimes on Black people. Take responsibility for what you do, your own crime. Stop trying to put it on Black folks. Stop using us every time you break the law. And she did break the law, because once she reported that attack to law enforcement and falsified a police report, she broke the law. On Monday, January 8th, Lizzie Dunn said that she was walking down the street in the Arden Heights neighborhood of Staten Island, a New York City borough, when a Black woman approached her asking for a cigarette. Trust me, the cigarettes that Black people smoke and white people smoke are different. It really is a difference, y'all. I'm not a smoker, but I do know there's a difference. This was Dunn's first mistake in her fairy tale. No Black woman asked a white woman for a cigarette, because more than likely the white woman is going to pull out a Virginia Slims, a Pall Mall, or some unseasoned brand of tobacco. Plus, Black women don't usually trust the cleanliness of white women's mouths. But I digress, which is the truth. Dunn said no. The mysterious Black woman asked Dunn for money. Again, Dunn declined. Then the Black woman spun her around and threw acid in her face and disappeared into ether. This invisible Black attacker didn't grab Dunn's purse or rife through it for a Diet Marlboro Reds or loose change. Seems suspicious. Oh my God. I'm not a police investigator, but even I know this bitch is lying. Dunn stumbled into a nearby deli and frantically begged employees to call 911. After she arrived at the hospital, Dunn informed all local news outlets of the attacker on the loose, even providing them with photos of the damage to her beautiful porcelain skin now scarred from acid. Trust me, I saw her before picture. This woman was never beautiful. I saw her picture. But when police began looking into the crime, they found out that it was all a hoax. Investigators determined that Dunn's injuries were self inflicted and that she had done this kind of thing before. When police announced that the victim had fabricated the attack, people were not amused. And you can see the tweets right here. People took to Twitter right away coming out against this woman. NYPD 123rd Precinct, crime alert. The alleged acid assault in Woodrow area yesterday had been found to have not occurred. The injuries were self-inflicted and there is no perpetrator. Well, I could have told you that. I think somebody 5 years old could have made up a better story. There is no threat to the public. Please retweet and share. Even the police put that out there about her. Okay. Nesser Wasp. Let me guess, she was white. Always loved to make up an imaginary black attacker to further their agenda. Reminds me of Sherry Hall in Georgia, a police officer who shot herself in her vest and blamed an imaginary 6-foot black man, causing a statewide manhunt. And here's one from Marlon Clark. This same kind of behavior got Emmett Till killed. It sure did. I agree with you there, Marlon. But wait, there's more. It turns out that Lizzie Dunn has, wait for it, black children. So again, black man, just because you lay down with a black woman, with a white woman, it does not mean she is still not a racist. She is a racist. See, she can lay there and have children with you and still be a racist. There you go. She can still have black children and be a racist. Now, I know some black people don't consider biracials as black, but this country still goes by that one drop rule. And as long as the one drop rule still exists, in the eyes of the oppressor, they are black. Woo, black man, stay away from these women. There's a reason why you should not be around them. Even it tells you not to deal with women of strange nations, even in the Torah. According to numerous Facebook posts by a woman who says she's one of Dunn's children, it turns out that Dunn and her adult children are sticking with the story that she was attacked by a black woman. And at least one of them, Liana Pierre, has vowed that she no longer believes in race. Well, her children can stick with it all they want. Here's a and you can clearly see this is a biracial woman right here. This is her daughter. She's biracial. So a black man laid down and made children with this racist, trying to pin a fake crime on a black made up woman. Pierre, who says that she has 4 multiracial children of her own and is calling upon reputable journalists like YouTube sensation Phil DeFranco and truth tellers like Tariq Nasheed to expose the truth of Lizzie Dunn's conspiracy theory. In the spirit of truth, we could not confirm that police showed pictures of Dunn's face, and someone remarked, nah, she wasn't attacked. That be, it was ugly last month too. And she really is nothing to look at. If you look at her before picture, she was nothing to look at even before the acid attack. There is also no truth to the rumor that NYPD officers asked, so we don't get to shoot a black woman today? Nope. You can shoot her though. Okay. So there's the article right there. But this is something that has been a long history in America. This dates all the way back to chattel slavery. White people were making up all kinds of lies back then to get black people killed. Okay. And as you can clearly see, they will get you killed. They will get you arrested on falsifying a story. They have no problem doing this to black people. And so cold and callous, they feel nothing. There are some that will even feel the need to defend this animal. Oh, she's mentally ill. Oh, just because this one white person did it, don't try to blame all of us. But they blame all black people when crimes are committed, you know? And remember, we are judged as a group. When you read the Torah in the Bible, you judge people. You're judged as a group. See, that individual crap came from chattel slavery. That's where that came from. Whites are individuals. Black people are a group. That comes from chattel slavery, y'all. That's where it comes from. Okay, and you can see they still live up to that shit even to this day. There is nowhere in the Bible or Torah that tells you to look at heathens as individuals. It's not in there. But it does talk about the house of Esau. And it does talk about Judah. Okay, it does not say anything about individualism. That is heathen talk. Okay, that's devil talk. That is not something we have lived by. And we should never live by that. Because ultimately, when judgment comes, it's going to fall upon all of them. Remember, they're going to be judged even on what their forefathers have done. But tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell twice. Also, join me on blackspot.com and Black Junction TV. And if you can become a Patreon or make a donation to my channel, please do. It would deeply be appreciated. You know, I am getting trolled a lot more, and it takes a long time before I could sit down and get through all of the comments pretty quickly. Now, it takes up a lot more of my time, especially now that I'm at 8,000 subscribers. It takes a lot of time to sit down and weed out the troll comments. Peace, family.